Readers, think for a moment about something you do that is really, really fun. You know how when you're doing that thing, time just flies by? We want your reading to be like that too. But sometimes as readers, we go on autopilot and our minds start to wander. We start thinking about something else. So today I'm going to teach you how you can notice when you go on autopilot. And that helps you remember to go back and use some strategies to get your brain back in the book. I was reading the other day, and I was reading in this book, and I checked in with myself at the end of the first page, and I realized my brain had started to wander. I was actually thinking about what I was going to make for dinner, not about the text. So I decided to go back, and I knew that I could pay attention to some key words. I could make pictures in my mind. I could ask myself some questions, and I could think about my feelings and reactions to the text. So I want to show you how I did that. I thought about key words. I noticed that this book was called Home of the Brave, and I'm thinking about the pictures. I'm thinking that this is a main character in the story, and maybe the character is going to have to be brave in what I'm anticipating is the United States of America, because I've heard this phrase in a song before, Home of the Brave. I'm also paying attention to the key word snow here. And it said in the first stanza, when the flying boat returns to earth at last, I open my eyes and gaze out the round window. What is all the white, I whisper? Where is all the world? So I'm making a picture in my mind of snow, of like a winter scene, but also of I'm thinking it's an airplane that's just landed and a character who isn't familiar with snow. Then it says, the helping man greets me, and there are many lines and questions and pieces of paper. So I'm starting to think that the character talking might be this little boy, and he has an adult helping him. He's just arrived maybe in the United States of America, and he's a little overwhelmed and a little just uncomfortable with what he's seeing because it's just not familiar to him. And then it says, at last I follow him outside. We call that snow, he says. Isn't it beautiful? Do you like the cold? I want to say, no, this cold is like claws on my skin. I'm starting to have some feelings and some reactions. I'm noticing that I'm feeling sort of bad for this little boy because he doesn't like being in this new place. I'm thinking especially the cold is like stinging him and it's adding to his fear. And he's I'm thinking he's a child. I'm asking some questions like, why is he by himself? Why does he have a helping man? Like, where are his parents? And I'm really wanting to keep reading to find out. Did you see how I did that? I first of all noticed that my brain had wandered, but then I went back and I read again, and I really noticed the key words in the book and the pictures that I had both in my mind and the picture on the cover. I asked some questions. I don't have the answers yet. That's okay. I'm getting my brain involved, and I'm thinking about my feelings, the boy's feelings, and I've set a purpose for reading more of this book. You can do that too. When you're reading, you could check in with yourself. Notice if you've gone on autopilot. That's okay. If you have, you can go back and use some of these strategies to help get your brain back in the book.